Hi, friends. For math today, we're going to do some work with missing numbers and just getting the numbers in order and recognizing them. And you'll want to have this from your math folder to help you. You'll see it has the numbers from 1 to 20. So it has all the numbers from 1 to 20. And this can help us when we're looking for missing numbers. So if you look at my board here, you can see that I have the number. What's that number? 1. What's this number? 2. And then there's one missing. And then what's this one? 4. And then there's one missing. So I know that you might know these numbers, but let's just look on here to see what we would do. So if I see 1, 2, and then a missing number, I'm going to read on my chart. I'll say, okay, 1 is there, 2 is there. Next is 3 on here. That's 3. Okay, so I can look on my number line here and I can see 3 is next. 1, 2, 3, and there's a 4. And a missing number, what comes after 4? Here's 4, what's next? It's 5, so 5 is what comes next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now, what if you have one that doesn't start with 1? This one starts with 6. Well, we can find 6 on our number line and follow along too. So watch this. So here's 6. So 6, and then 7. And then there's one missing. What is it? It's 8. Okay, and then what comes after 8? Well, here it is. It's 9. Okay, so your number line can help you. And then 10. Okay, and then you want to go back after just to count it to make sure. Like 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does that make sense? It does. So I think we filled in the right numbers. Let me give you one to try. Okay, and I want you to see if you can figure out what numbers will go in the open spaces. Okay, can you figure out what will go in that space? Okay, let's look at this is our number line. So it starts with 3. So here we are, 3, 4. Then there's a big blank space. What number is that? It's 5. Yep, and then comes 6. 6 comes after 5. Okay, so we have to make a 5 on that line. Okay, let's do a trickier one. I'll do some bigger numbers this time. Okay, let's start with the number 11. So you're going to have to find 11 on your number line. Okay, so it starts with what? Missing. Can you figure out what the number would be? Find 11 on your number line. So let's see, here's my number line. Here's 11, 11, 12. Then comes the missing one. There it is, it's 13. And then 14. So you will write 13 on that line. 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so there are some worksheets for you to work on. And there's a packet of them that has 4. Today I want you to do 2 of them. Okay? And then tomorrow you'll do 2 of them. And 2 and 2 go together to make 4. So you'll take 2 days to do these. So there's some that have missing numbers up to 10. Okay? And there are some that have numbers up to 20. So you're going to have to decide which is just right for you. Okay? Is it a just right challenge for you to work on numbers 1 to 10? Or is it a just right challenge to go from 1 to 20? And you can ask your family to help you make that decision if you're ready for numbers over 10 and up to 20, or if it seems better to stick with 1 to 10. Whatever is just right is what I want you to do. So don't worry about that you need to do bigger numbers, or don't worry about anything except for what's just right. Okay? So you'll get out whatever pack is just right for you. You'll print it out. And then start with 2 today, 2 tomorrow. So you can see on this one, there's bubbles where the numbers are missing. This is if you pick the numbers 1 to 10, okay? Bubbles are missing, and you'll fill in the numbers that are missing. This one has squares where there's missing numbers, and you'll have to fill those in. This one again has some squares where the numbers are missing. And you'll have to use your number line and fill in those missing numbers. And then this one is a little bit different, but it wants you to write the number that comes before that number and the number that comes after. And I know that you can do that. So look at your number line, find that number, and then what comes before it and what comes after it, and you'll write that on your paper. And then down here, you're going to count. Okay, and here it has you count forward from 0 to 10, and this one has you count backwards. So start at 10 and go backwards like a rocket. 10, 9, 8, 7. Okay, so these are if you choose the worksheets up to 10. Now if you choose the ones that go up to 20, this is what your first page will look like. And what you're going to do is this race car needs to get to its finish line. So you're going to start by putting an X or color the number 1, and then you have to find the number 2, and it has to be somewhere touching the 1. Like, oh, here's a 1. There's a 2 touching it. Okay. Then find a 3. And then a 4. Somewhere touching the 3, there has to be a 4. Then somewhere touching the 4, there has to be a 5. And you have to do that and go all the way up to 20. Here's the 20. So 1 to 20. And you're going to find a pathway with these numbers that go all the way from 1 to 20. Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And you'll find those numbers and make a pathway that's all connected. So every time you look for your number, it has to be touching it. So if I start at 1, put an X on 1, and then find the 2 that's touching the 1. Okay. Find the 3 that's touching the 2. Find the 4 that's touching the, okay? So then you keep going all the way to 20. So that's your first page. Oh, and then here's the bubbles with the missing numbers. Okay, so just fill in the numbers that are missing. Use your number line to help you. This one, again, is missing numbers, but they're in squares, so use your number line to help. This one, you're writing what number comes before and after this number. And at the bottom, it wants you to start here with 1 and write the numbers from 1 all the way up to 20. Okay, so you're going to make a choice and ask your family to help, and you'll print them out. You're going to either print out the from up to 10 numbers or the up to 20 numbers, whatever is just right. And then remember, 2 of these today and 2 of them tomorrow. Okay, go ahead and get to work, my math friends.